Hello everyone, this is Senchou Chanaka, and I brought you another inspirational video. But before we get into it, like, sub, comment down below, hit the bell, and follow me on Twitch. It really helps out a lot. I was in that mode, I was in that zone, so I figured I'd bring you guys another video. You can tell what I like to do. I like to bring you that video when I feel it, when I can express to you in more than just clear words, in a more visual, idealistic sense of what you guys get to expect when you hit that level of, I don't know what it's called. I just know it's an enlightenment, I guess. Look, I was thinking, and this is gonna sound really weird to some people, but it's gonna make a lot of sense to the people it does. When I was younger, there was a time in my life where I was gonna hit the snooze button. Yeah, we're gonna call it the snooze button. I was gonna hit the snooze button, right? And, no, actually, tear off the Band-Aid. There was a time in my life where I was gonna commit suicide at 13. No one knew about it, didn't tell anybody, planned it all through. Pretty sneaky, mind you. But I wanted to watch one thing before I, and I turned on Jack and Daxter, The Precursor Legacy, Let's Play, Episode 1. And the first thing that came up, I'll give you a shout out to his new channel now, but I have to explain the story to understand the progress now. And the COD Brothers Gaming showed up, and I just clicked on it. I didn't really care what channel it was, I just clicked on it. Well, he told me something I'm going to tell you guys right now, right here. And it's what I was thinking about that led me to what I realized. And the only way you're going to realize this is if you hear it too. He said to me, or he said to the audience, you can't tell me what will happen today or tomorrow. You can give me an educated guess. You might be right. But you can't sit there and tell me with a straight face that you will know what will happen today and the next day. And if you do, you're lying. And I tried so hard to prove it wrong, like, so I lived the next day. Tried to prove it wrong. He was right. I tried to prove it the next day. He was right. 2 years this goes on, and now I'm finding out I'm living for reasons other than that. That's just more of a game at this point. You're telling me that this, and you want to know what led me to that brink to begin with? Give that a little more weight. Waking up in schizophrenic hallucinations and not telling anybody. I didn't stay in it all day. No. But I woke up in it. You know what it's like to wake up in your bedroom, but you're not in your bedroom, you're not in your bed, you're not in anything you recognized when you went to sleep. You're not covered in your blanket. You are 13 years old. Hell, you just discovered puberty and boobs might be the world. Well, your boy anyway. Alright, whatever suits your fancy anyway, actually. Puberty hits anyway, that's the point. You're in the throes of puberty and you just got the psh to go off for puberty, and this happens. You wake up. Go! You're not in your room anymore. Toto, we're not in Kansas anymore. That's what I'm talking about, kind of crazy. And I was waking up in it. Every fucking day. And then it would wear off, don't get me wrong. And yeah, you can say, yeah, you look forward to where it wears off. But if you're like me, you wonder if you wake up in it, eventually the problem will become this. And then you'll have two sections of it. So now this is in your waking day. Where's that explanation from the person who told you just look forward to when it wears off? Now it's spreading like a bad stain on a white shirt at a barbecue. Something you just don't do. So, especially after Labor Day. So the point of it is, you get to that point, and that's how deep in I was. Not to mention dealing with DID. having a third split personality, just learning that it was chemically changed and due to a medication. And number two, is trying to split off into another process as it is. And you're still trying to understand you, your life, puberty, mental. Come on. There are multiple things on the board here. The board has already fell over. They can't deal with it. The DID side can't deal with it. They can't deal with that, so you have to deal with it. You can feel them because you're the original. You're attached to them. They are not technically attached to you. So you have to deal with all this shit. Like a boss. An actual boss at a workplace. But it's in here. Where your reality is physically altered. Things that aren't real out here can... And yeah, I just hit myself in the head to show you guys what that can do to the... But you guys don't see it. So you guys can't sense it. So I'm giving you guys a clear, more something you can sense version of it. And I'm not doing this to discourage. I'm doing this to show the weight of the situation so you can explain the feeling I felt when I was able to just grasp it and go on. So pay attention. Here's where it gets interesting. So, at that point, I found myself living for myself. I discovered my own willpower. I truly felt it. That spark. That force that comes from like right around in there in the middle, like you know where the chest is and the abdominal section, and you got your abs, and then you got where the crotch line is, and your legs, thighs, and you go down to your ankles, kneecaps, whatever you and the anatomy works. Well, around that, below the chest, between the pectoral fin and the abdominal section, that's where I feel the willpower of me surge. It goes, and then it just goes. And then the bottom starts to solidify. And it becomes like a flame. And if it becomes 2D, that means I'm not really getting a full grasp on what I can do. If it becomes 3D, it means my mastery has become advanced. 4D, 5D, almost, then it becomes realistic in both sensation and visual. You think some people make it think it's bubblegum buoy, but I'm telling you it's true. Very true. And at that point in my life, when I felt it, I felt so invigorated by that feeling. Sometimes I would let it go to waste. Sometimes. One day, I decided that there's really nothing going on. Why do I let this feeling go to waste? So I condensed it. I wanted to save it for later. I really wanted to so bad, so I just felt it condensing. Going from this far out of my body to just this much closer to my body, and then into my body, and then from inside my body, like say this is the inside of the body, from inside the body, going deeper and deeper and deeper and condensing even more to a dust flake. That dust flake came in handy one day. I moved out one day. Really moved out. Got sick and tired of paying for something. I'm not going to get into much detail on that. But, let I tell you, I stuck to my guns on that one. But it was hard. How was it hard? I'm used to sticking to my guns. It was mama. Now, if your mama is, let's just say for the lack of a better word, a POS, I feel bad for that. I really do. But, if your mom was like my mom, a real warrior, a warrior that could take a and go, just like give me 1 minute. Sorry about that. We had technical difficulties. Anyway, like I was saying, if you had a mother that would be able to take blow after blow like that, go out into the snow, kill the woolly mammoth, bring back the husk, that way you had a warm coat for the winter, that's the kind of mom my mom was. But I won't lie, at the same time, that kind of good came at a decent kind of bad. And I'll tell you what kind. I lived with this. So if anyone tells me, oh, you're bullshitting, you didn't live with her 24/7. There were times you had to go home. And the times you did with her 24/7, you bitched and argued. So I don't want to hear that on that end. I will stand on that hill. Anyway, but the point of it was like, anyone have a mother where they could just be like, for example, if, say, Ramsey George, and next thing you know, you got 3 seconds to turn around. Kick, 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 kick. That collar got activated by voice. And it sent signal to the mothership. And you heard it through the intercom. Ramsey George? You have a choice in your head. Do what I want and beg for forgiveness, or fear consequence and submit. Sometimes I would choose one, and sometimes I would choose the other just to see what the contrast was. And I found out from my own personal experiences, I don't know about yours, I'm not speaking on yours, but you guys can tell me in your comments how it may work for you, if not how it may have downfalled you, I don't care. Oh, wrong word. I don't care how it affected you. Let me know so that way I can learn more. How is not bad. Let me rephrase that in a way that I can correct that entire sentence. How is not bad. How it affected you is not bad. I do care about your results. I do care about your process. I do care about your starts and endings. I care about you. I just want to know, in the beginning, the basics of you. That's where that statement comes in. I guess summing it up is I don't care, but that's a rude way of putting it. I don't want to be rude in these videos. That's not what I'm trying to get at. There's another video I'm going to save for that. It's called Pep Talk. Stay tuned for that. That shit can get raunchy. So, point of it is, at that point in my life, I had to take charge of that. I had to grasp that willpower deep inside and push through. So can you guys. You guys can take that next step. See, this is what I was gonna get at. When that person, I found out years later that person was going through a tough time, it really affected me. It made me want to reach out so bad. I kept commenting on video after video after video after video after video after video, especially after his Let's Plays got taken down. And this is where I wanted to get at. The new channel he's at right now is Super Saiyan Paul. Go check it out. Really awesome Let's Player. Really hard worker. Personal trainer. And if you're in New York, go check him out. Go sign up with him. Go train with him. If you have a Dragon Ball Z urge, if you have any kind of Saiyan bone in your body, and you got that urge to just look at yourself in the mirror and go, see us? See that? We could be that. We're being this. We want to be that. Help us be that. If you want that kind of energy, go to him. I'm telling you right now, go to him. He will kick your ass into shape. And he'll do it in a way you actually feel good. You feel good about yourself. Because around the time my mom was getting sick and going down, there were plenty of times where I wanted to give up. I wanted to give in. I wanted to just go ding, 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 throw the mask off, I'm done. You want to know what stopped me? Oh, new slide video. Hey mom, you want to watch it? Yeah, I want to watch it. I like the hippo. The hippo, the Murray? You like the Murray? Yeah, I like the Murray. My Murray was my, it's a memory to her. And, well, so there you go. That's what kind of kept me going. And in a way, I lived again to see those videos of another Let's Play from the same person. Ironic. Years, decades into my life later. a decade or so into my life later. There you go. So I went with it. We kept watching the videos. First it was Jack 2. Then it was Sly. I think it was Sly 2. Yeah, Sly 2. Because I remember the Jompasan area. That's what she really liked. The snow. She reminded her of New York back in the old days. How white it looked. And then... I mean, things went downhill from there on her health. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's in a better place now, but boy, those times were rough. Mentally, physically staggering, having to take care of your elderly parent. And I'll tell you what, they say that, oh, I wiped your diapers, and I did this for you, and I did that for you, and as a grown up, you're so tempted to throw it back at them like a baseball to the face, but you just don't. Nah, they're already getting kicked pretty hard. Lift them back up. Do for them. Not always, if they didn't deserve it. But if they did. I'm not telling you to go out of your way for somebody in your life that don't deserve shit. If they deserve a donkey mule kick to the face, then bygone be bygones. But like I said earlier in the video, if your parent was that kind of parent to go out slay the woolly mammoth so you had warm clothes for the winter, I mean, shit. Come here, you beast! I need the coat. Just how it is. I mean, that's what I feel like anyway. What the fuck are you talking? Give me this coat. Well, I'll take your jacket. That's my skin. Tough times. I swear, back in the old days, that must have been some shit. So, like, what led to this feeling of empowerment in me was one day he said on there, hit him up on Instagram. Go hit him up on Instagram, level up, DM level up. That way, if you want to actually get fit, he can actually help you train through programs and give you better programs to train and such. Go hit him up, DM level up. Anyway, point of it is, I wanted to tell him thank you, if anything. And he sparked me to help make these videos because we got to talking over the course of months, and our thought processes kind of matched like a puzzle piece. A picture made sense. And he told me that some people might make sense too. It might make sense with a lot of people too. So I'm making these videos, and I made this one a lot longer than I usually do, because I wanted to express on a lot more values than what I typically do. Excuse me. I mean, if you got any questions, tell me in the comments. I'll answer every single question I can with honest ability. And if I tell you I don't know, it's because I really don't know, and we'll find out together. And then I'll probably add you on Instagram or some crap, because then I'll really keep you posted. If I figure out the answer, I'll tell you personally. I'm that kind of person. I asked the universe one day to turn my life into an anime, because that's the one thing I really understood the most. Ever since then, my main character energy became... I felt it. It's like a pure abyss, nothing, darkness, and then you start seeing color of some sort. Of any color, any kind, any collage, any bright blend. And then shades came in. And then shapes. And then I felt the spark of will again. Only this time I didn't just feel it. I could hear the echoes of what it was wanting. That's what I mean by hear it. It's not really a voice. It's more like echoes. You are willing something, you are wanting something so bad, you are pulsating that radiation so far, it becomes vibrant to you. I guess that's how I describe it. I felt that today. And I kept pursuing that feeling every single day. And then 2 years later again, I found myself thorough deep into the investigations of what is willpower, how does it work, everything in the light. And if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you'll really understand this reference. And if you're not a Dragon Ball fan, I'll use another reference after. But let me use this one first for the Dragon Ball fans. Willpower is not ki. Ki is something you can increase and increase and increase and increase and increase and increase. Willpower is not something you can increase and increase and increase. It's already in you. What you do is condense it into a small micro size, store it within you for another time. And then you'll build more, as in what you've already shrank down will begin to refill on its own. It does it on its own, subconsciously. This will teach you how to tap into that willfully. I'm telling you, you ever wanted something really bad and you were so determined to get it? Like, I'll give you an example. You have a Mustang and you need a part for it. It's the last part you need. You know how determined you are to go out and work your ass off to get that money for that part, and the moment you get it and pay you what you gotta pay, responsibility-wise, and your play money, the first thing you buy is that part? Oh yeah. And you buy double. You buy two of the same part. Because if the first one doesn't do the job and it breaks, you can always just sell the second part and make some money out to buy another part that you probably do need. I could be wrong, but if I'm right, tell me in the comments. So with that example in mind, you see how much determination and will you put through that whole thought process and planning process and the doing process? Take all that and condense it. Store it. You'll go back to start. Your energy levels will go back to start. Your willpower will go back to start. But on the days where you've given it your 120% and it still doesn't work, and you're like, damn, can I do it again? Could I even rise back up to 100, let alone kick back to the standard I just set for myself and break it again? That's a lot of work. You know what that's going to do? You're going to feel like a weight, and that weight's going to bring you down. What that spark does for you, that little flake, it expands back inside from right here. It expands back, and it creates a pulse. And that pulse creates shock waves, and those waves create condenses. And those condenses hit here, they hit like right here, and they feel like they're pushing you in the direction you need to go. And it pumps you back up. In fact, it pushes you beyond 120 because you were beyond 120 when you condensed the flake. And now that you have pushed 120 on your own, this power of yours that you have now brought out on your own has pushed you to a new height. Then get a grasp of that new height. Learn what it is. Learn what makes it tick. Learn how to make sure you can flick the coin on your own. Because if you have to have something help you flick the coin, then you're not really in control, are you? But when you can just flick the coin willingly on your own, you've got a pretty good grasp of how it works. You understand it to a certain degree, and the degree you understand it at can be improved upon. So you don't technically need to move from this spot. You just need to keep doing what you're doing, so that way you get the better result. Because if you never give up, yeah, there's the key word, or we'll come back to that. If you never give up, you'll get there eventually. 0, 0, 0, 1 becomes 0, 0, 10. 0, 0, 10 becomes 0, 0, 1. 0, 1 becomes 1, and then so on and so on. 1 becomes 10, 10 becomes 100, 100 becomes 1,000, 1,000 becomes a million. And then after a million, you just make whatever the fuck number you want to make and then go at it. That's willpower. And I think that's a good stopping point for today. This has been Senchou Chanaka. Remember to like, comment down below. Actually, this is the question I want you guys to answer. This is the comment I want to see you guys question. What was the one thing in your life that you wanted to do the most and you made sure that you did it? Whether it was good or bad, I don't really judge. I just want to know for yourself. Was it a good, bad, necessary, a necessary evil, a necessary good? Kind of a good to do bad, good, bad to do good. Tell me down below. But it was your willpower that pushed you through that. I want to hear what that was like. Tell me down below what that was like. Sub, hit the bell icon wherever every video like this I post, or the gaming videos. If you like those, go check out those. Shiny Pokemon videos, Pokemon Let's Plays. I gotta get back to some of them. Things have been a little hectic around here, but when things calm down, I'll be getting back to those. And follow me on Twitch at Senchou Chanaka. Stay safe, everybody. It's a harsh world out there. And if you need me, comment down below and I will get back to you. Don't slow down, get better. Stay safe. Peace.